Hello, grade 7 students. This is day 13 of STP Mathematics 2A. Yesterday, you had the Unit 1 unit test. I hope by now all of you have completed the unit test. Yesterday, I instructed you how to do the unit test. You want to be honest and you want to be mindful when you are doing. It doesn't matter that whether you are going to get all questions correct, all answers correct. That's not our purpose. We want to see that how you have understood the lesson. If you have not understood anything, so at this point, we want to correct them. So this is the unit test discussion. Everyone, please take your answers and take the pink color pen. Whatever the things you are writing today during this discussion, please write them in pink pen, right? Please write them in pink pen. Okay, so this is the first exercise you had. So you want to find the value. So then I write the answers here. So then see whether to get the full marks, you want to follow all the steps what I'm writing here. By any chance, if you have not written that, you have got the answer, but you have not written the steps, please correct your answer in the exam to get the full marks. You want to follow the steps. So then here, 4 to the power -2 means that first of all, we want to get the reciprocal. For that, I write it like this. So then this becomes 1 over 4 to the power -2. So then the answer is 1 over, sorry, that becomes positive, right? So then the 4 to the power 2. So then we have 4 times 4, and the answer is 1 over 16. Okay, the answer is 1 over 16. Okay. 4 to the power -2. First, I want to convert the negative index into positive index. For that, I want to get the reciprocal. So that becomes 1 over 4 squared. So then 1 over 4 squared means 1 over 4 times 4. That is 16. Then question number 2, you have b to the power of 2 divided by b to the power of 5. Here we have the same base value b, and we have the division. What we are supposed to do, children, that we write the common base here and 2 minus 5. We can subtract the indices. So then we write b to the power -3. Right here, that some of the students, you might have written it like this. 1 over b to the power 3. That is also correct. But if you have not done that, that is also fine. Why? They have just asked us to simplify. There are some questions they will tell you, write the answer as a positive index. In that case, if you come across with an answer where you have the negative index, you want to convert it into positive index. But here it is not compulsory. If you have written b to the power -3, that is also enough. But if you have written after b to the power -3, 1 or b to the power 3, that is also good. So here we don't have any clue that up to which stage we want to do. So better to complete up to 1 over b to the power 3. So then safe and so the better to do to the final step. But here they have not specifically mentioned what you are supposed to do, right? So then the third one, you have 3 to the power of 2 and 3 to the power of 3. The whole thing divided by 3 to the power of 5. So then here I write 3 to the power of 2 plus 3, and here I have 3 to the power of 5. So then I have 3 to the power of 5 and 3 to the power of 5. So here we have a division. Therefore, I can subtract the indices like this. So then here it is 3 to the power of 0. Final answer is 1. This is kind of a longer method. Now I'm going to show you a shorter way to do this. So, but you want to understand what what happens here? So first you add the indices in the numerator, 2 plus 3, that becomes 5. And then 3 to the power 5 over 3 to the power 5, it is similar to division. You have the same base value 3. Therefore, we can subtract the indices. 5 minus 5, it is 0. 3 to the power 0 means 1. That is one way to do this. I will show you another way to do the same question. Question number 3. I write 3 to the power 2 and 3 to the power 3 and 3 to the power 5. What I do here, I write 3 to the power 2 plus 3 minus 5. I do it at once, right? That whatever the values we are multiplying, you add, and whatever the values it is, the division, then we subtract. Then straight away I can get the answer 2 plus 3, 5, 5 minus 5, 0, 3 to the power of 0, the answer is 1, right? Both are correct, right? Both are correct. But you can see that the first method, I explained that what's happened. And the second method, that is also correct. It is an advanced way. Whatever the method you have done, that's totally fine. That both the answers are correct, right? Then we will move to the next question, question number 4, right? Question number 4, children, what they have given, 36,400. Can you remember, I told you when you have this kind of a question and you want to write it in standard form, first of all, you want to find the hidden decimal man, right? Like this. Then you write it like this, 3.64000. How many steps you moved from here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 steps. No point of keeping these zeros at the end as this is a decimal value. Therefore, I conclude my answer 3.64 multiplied by 10 to the power of 4. Right? So this is how it works. Right? So if you have a whole number, first you write it with the hidden decimal man. Then you move the decimal point, and I have told you decimal man is not moving anywhere. For easy reference, we are just mentioning it. So otherwise, that what happened, the place values are, the digit values are changing when we are multiplying by something. Now here that how many steps that I moved the decimal man, the 4 steps, therefore it becomes 10 to the power of 4. And no point of keeping zeros at the end, therefore I conclude the answer as 3.64 multiplied by 10 to the power of 4. We have done enough questions from these areas. By any chance, if you feel that I can't understand it properly, please go back to the initial videos and learn them. We did these areas with many examples. So then the fifth one, you want to write here. The fifth one already it is a decimal. You don't want to find the decimal man, that he is there as it is. Now straight away we can do this time 5.07 10 to the power of 1, 2, 3. So it is negative 3. Straight away you can write. When you are writing a number in standard form, hope you can remember that number should be between 1 and 1 and 10, right? So then it can be 9.9 even. So then it can be 1.2, 1.3, it can be anything up to 9.9 and 10 to the power something, right? That 10 to the power something can be a positive index or a negative index, it based on the scenario. If the 10 to the power something is a negative value, the original value should be a decimal value like this, which is less than 1, right? And then if it is 10 to the power 4, that is something with positive, it should be a whole number, which is more than 1, right? So then we will move to question number 6. Question number 6, what we are supposed to do, we want to write the given 157, 934. You want to correct this number to first significant figure. What is the first significant figure here, children? So this is the first significant figure. Okay. Then I look at the next number, when I look at the next number, it is 7, which is more than 5. If the next number is 5 or more than 5, what we are supposed to do, children? We are adding 1. To where we add 1? To the underlying number. Underlying number here is 5, that becomes 6. What happened to the rest of the digit? Rest of the digits will be replaced with 0. So then here I write 1 SF. Definitely, that is 57,934, approximately equal to 60,000 when I correct it to the first significant figure. That is the hidden idea of this. So then I will move to the question number 7. Here you have 0.061374, and this time you want to identify the third significant figure. By now, you know, if you have a decimal like this and if you have zeros in the front, we don't consider them as the significant figure. The first significant figure, always it should be a number between 1 and 9. After that, if you come across with zeros, yes, we can identify them as significant figures. But in the front, if you come across with zeros, they are not significant figures, right? According to this, question number 7, 6 is the first significant figure, and 1 is the second significant figure, and 3 is the third significant figure. You underline it and you look at the next one. When you look at the next one, children, that you can see it is more than 5. If it is 5 or more than 5, we need to add 1 to where? To the underlying number. So then we write 0.0614. Rest of the digits will be 0. So then we write 0.0614. Inside the bracket, we write 3S. Then anyone knows that this is not equal, this is approximately equal to 0.0614 when you correct it to third significant figure, right? So that is all about this part, the section 1. In the unit test, the section 1, that is all about that. Today it is Tuesday, and then Wednesday I'll discuss these. And Thursday, I will discuss this. Why I keep these 2 exercises for today, tomorrow, and day after tomorrow without doing it now. The reason, when I discuss this exercise, that you might have learned something where you can correct the next 2 exercises, right? So those who have got all the 7 questions correct, great. So move to the next 2 exercises and double check whether you have done the correct thing or not. Those who didn't get the correct answers, don't worry, revise everything and take a fresh page and do the next 2 exercises one more time with this knowledge. That is the reason I'm not discussing the whole thing at once. So then according to my plan, Wednesday, we will discuss this one, exercise 1P. And Thursday, we will discuss 1Q. And Friday, I'll do something. What it is, I'll explain you the next topic we want to do. I don't tell you that it is not Unit 2. According to your scheme of work, it is not Unit 2. It is something else. It is very interesting. And Friday, I will give you the introduction to that lesson. Why that during the weekend, you can do it by yourself. That is very interesting. I'll tell you what it is. So then next 2 days, we will complete these 2 exercises, exercise 1P and 1Q. Then we'll wrap up the Unit 1 of STP Mathematics 2A lesson series. Okay, children, we'll meet again tomorrow. Till then, stay safe. Bye.